Hi, my name's Andrew Edkins and I'm the course director for the Master of Science in Strategic Management of Projects, which we'll now call SMP. And I'm with Andrew Percival this afternoon, and we want to go and look at the issue about employers and their views about the type of graduate that the course SMP will produce. So, hi Andrew.
Hello.
As somebody who's now both the managing director of a division of a global company that's heavily involved in projects, and somebody who's had a lot of dealings with the course over its history, the question that really I think is important to consider is, with a student who's finished the SMP course, what would an employer be looking for from somebody like SMP's graduates when it comes to considering them for an employment position?
Okay, I think that's it's a good question. Why do the course? Why invest your time and potentially money in a course where trying to understand the benefit downstream from an employability point of view? I think it's a very important part that an individual needs to understand before they embark on the course. And I think from an employer's point of view, the type of benefits that you will have gained on the course in terms of widening your perspective about understanding how projects sit within in a wider environment provides quite a significant benefit to the employer. The complexities and competition in the marketplace, both nationally, globally, now means that as a company, we're now having to work that much harder, seek the opportunity when it comes along, and having individuals who are more rounded in their knowledge and understanding, and can assist us as a company or an employer to identify those opportunities and take them forward is absolutely key, and is a very much a key benefit of having been on the course.
Right. And do you think that because we're in what can only be described as difficult and challenging economic times, that companies will look for a particular set of either as you said, about understanding and knowledge, but what about like the specific skills? What would an employer be looking for in that respect from somebody who's been looking at sort of projects and program management?
Well, I think what an employer would be looking for is you have to have the basic skill set right to start with, and certainly my view of life would be you have to have that in place before you embark upon the course. The course really is about helping you identify how you can use that basic toolkit in a far more efficient and effective manner by opening up the experiences of how projects interact in a business environment, in a global environment, whether it's political, economic, social, and that's really, I think, the key benefit of the course, and it's that ability to use those basic skills effectively that is key. And so for a relatively short investment in time and not too large an investment from a financial point of view, I think you can radically transform yourself as an individual within a professional market by being able to use the skills that you have that much more efficiently.
And do you think that one of the key objectives and the ambitions for the course is always to mix a range of students from different backgrounds who've got different sets of knowledge bases and experiences from different sectors and from different parts of the world? Do you think that as an employer that's an appealing proposition to find somebody who's mixed in such an environment?
I think it's a massive advantage. We are living in an increasingly global environment. The complexities of projects means that you have to be able to understand all the stakeholders' perspectives when dealing with a project if you're going to achieve a successful outcome for that project. So I think from that point of view, being able to mix with people either from the petrochem industry, from IT, from wherever is a huge advantage. And you just have to look at whether it's social networking sites or whatever, and just see now how people's personal networks are now moving forward in a way in which just a few years ago no one would have ever thought possible. And I think it's exactly the same in industry. Being able to tap into an experience from another industry and bring that in as either best practice or a way of mitigating risk in an environment in which you're working, I think is a huge benefit from an employer's point of view when they're looking at future employees.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
I hope you found that useful, and as I've said on other videos, if you're interested in finding out any more, then please get in touch with me via the email address that you'll find on the website,